So first of all, apologies. I didn't do a vlog for my first week. It was just a really busy week. I just didn't really get time to film anything. I think it was a bit of a shock to my system, getting on to my prep, not a lot of sleep, a lot on at work. So I'm now 6 weeks out for my show, and I've got the results of my check-in here. I will pop the picture up. But basically, to summarise, my weight went up by just under a pound, but that's basically because I lost just over a pound of fat but gained about a pound and a half of muscle. The last 2 weeks my training has pretty much been all weights. The first week I did no cardio whatever, it was just all weight training. The second week I did a couple of cardio sessions, but again it was mostly weight training, and I'm hitting the weights hard. I'm training weights, I'm hitting everything twice a week, so it means I'm doing weights twice a day, a couple of days a week to get all those sessions in. So it's been quite tough, but my goal was to try and grow into the show, and so far that's happening. I'm going to have to adjust the amount of cardio and weights as I get further into the prep so that I can come in the condition I want. But at the moment I just wanted to gain back that muscle that I'd lost in my off season where I wasn't training as much as I could. So I thought this week I'd talk about cardio, seeing as I'm about to start increasing mine. Now, there's always that debate, should you be doing high intensity, low intensity, how much cardio should you be doing? So I'm a fan of high intensity interval training, always have been. I'm a sprinter, it's the cardio I love doing. I know it works for me. So there's lots of things to consider. How much cardio you need to do really depends on the whole package of your weight training, your diet, and then what cardio you need to do. It partly depends on your body type. Some people can maintain and hold their muscle really well, some people can't. So it's really a matter of experimenting with your coach and finding what really works for you. So given that most people are going to need to do cardio, which is the best time to do? Well, firstly, what do you enjoy doing? If you're going to have to spend a long time doing cardio over the course of your prep, you really want to be enjoying it. So basically, whether that's high intensity training or steady state, do what you really enjoy, because you are going to put more effort in if you're enjoying what you're doing. Someone's forcing you to do a type of cardio that you really don't enjoy doing, unless it's just particularly effective for you and you've just got to get on with it. I would always recommend doing what you enjoy, because that way you will put the intensity into it. It also depends on what your training's like. If you're hitting weights hard, you might find that you don't really have the energy for the high intensity training, or you might have a lot of muscle soreness, in which case if you are getting really sore after your weights, you might again not be able to put the intensity in to get the best out of high intensity training. So on those days, for example, if you've done leg day the day before, the following day's cardio you might want to do something steady state, just so that, because how much effort you're going to be able to put in if your legs are really sore to a high intensity session. So you might want to put your energy into a more steady state cardio on those days. Time is also a massive factor in choosing the type of cardio you want to do. Some people have got cardio equipment at home, or they're quite happy going out doing hill sprints or walking or jogging. If you've got to get to the gym to do your cardio, then you might find that if time's a factor, HIIT training, you can kind of half the time that you're doing cardio. So if time's a factor, HIIT training is great because it's very time sensitive. You can just get it in, get it done and be off. If time's not an issue and you find low intensity training easier, or you enjoy it more, then obviously you pick whichever works best for you. But for a lot of people, time is a massive factor, so that might be a reason to choose HIIT. It does really depend on the equipment you've got as well. Like I say, if you can't get to a gym for 2 sessions, it might depend on what your options are at home. If you don't have equipment but you can go out for a power walk for 45 minutes, that's great. Or you might have a hill near your house that you can just run up to and do some sprints. So again, it's down to what equipment you've got available. And it's also what's effective for you. I mean, if you've done preps before and you know that something's much more effective, then stick with what's effective. For some people, it's going to be a mixture. So for me, I'll be doing a mixture, and I'm going to film some of my sessions over the next week so that you can see the sort of variety that I do. So whether it's going to a class, say a spinning class, because the instructor's really going to push you and you're going to get a lot out of that workout, and also it's quite social and it's good to get that support, especially if your coach isn't always with you. Sometimes it's nice to go to a class so that someone else will just push you that extra little bit. So for me, it's a real mixture of classes, walking, and more traditional cardio circuits, things like that. So I'll give you a little bit of an idea of what I've been doing this week, and I'll also pop up a picture so you can have a look at the stats from my last from my start of my prep to 2 weeks in. As I always say, if you've got any questions, anything you'd like me to film or talk about, do pop it in the comments below the video and I'll do my best to cover it in one of the upcoming videos. I am hoping to get weekly videos in from now on. I've only got 6 weeks left, so hopefully I'll start to see some more changes. I will get some progress pictures put up on the next one. I haven't done any this week. It's just been a crazy week. So I'm going to get this uploaded now. And yeah, I shall see you on my next video. So it's 7 o'clock, we've just finished boot camp. You can see we're down at the beach today. Such a beautiful day. And we had the beach all to ourselves, had an amazing session, doing sprints on the beach, loads of bodyweight exercises. Did my favourite thing, which is sprinting upstairs, but we had weighted vests on, which I've got a video of. Yeah, so just a really good way to start my day. That's basically my cardio. And now I'm going to go home and have breakfast.
Down.
There she goes. Oh, there she's gone.
I'm on boot camp. We've just been running the stairs, 148 of them, and they were horrible. Wearing weighted vests. Oh, these boot camps are awesome. We just got up to go for a walk this morning. We've just come down to the beach, and normally this beach is so big and we can walk for miles, but obviously we're not locals, we don't understand the tide coming in and out, and we've just realised there's not really anywhere we can walk, so we're going to have to go back up the hill and find another route today. But basically we got up straight out of bed, got our coffees and headed straight out to get an hour's walk in. We've got a really busy day today at the gym, so we're getting our cardio done out of the way this morning.